Welcome everybody to the Papanui Spiritual Center. My name's Nikki and thank you so much for coming tonight on this cold, freezing winter night. We're really grateful that you're here. Yes, delighted to host and have Delaina here and Ihaya Hesha promoting their amazing Bali retreat tonight, and I hope you have a lovely evening. So I'm just going to go and get them to come through now.
Kātangi te titi, kātangi te kaka, kātangi hoki aho, ti hei Māori ora. E o matua kori, I rangi ātia, nā whetu, rā, Almora, whai marama, rangi nui, papatuanuku, tāwhiri mātia, tāni mahuta, nā kaitiaki, me nā tupuna, o te tangata o ngā hawe whā. Mihi atu, mihi atu, mihi atu. Ka mihi atu au, o tēnei pō, a tāhua. Ara takina mai e koe, me he whakaruru hau. Kia umai tō kaha, me tō aroha ki te tikanga o taku rerenga. Nau mai, haere mai, ki te tangata o ngā hawe whā. Haere mai ki te wānanga o the Lotus and the Wave. Haere mai ki te whare o Papanui Spiritual Center. Te whare māhana. Nō reira. Tēnā koutou, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to this evening, the presentation of the Lotus and the Wave. My name's Ihaya, for those of you who don't know me, and welcome, welcome, welcome. And over to Delaina.
Matariki.
Most of you perhaps will be aware it's Matariki season, and apparently today is the official, for want of a better word, rising of Matariki, heralding in the new year. So as we bring in the new year with all that will be and can be for us all, and farewell the year that's been. Also, we're in Whaiamarama. Grandmother Moon is in the new phase of the new moon today too. So very auspicious timing to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for being here. My name is Delaina, and I'm really excited to share a little bit about our new tour, but also to talk a little bit about our Sacred Sites tours. About 30 years ago, I used to work in the travel industry, and I traveled all over the world. And I realized that a lot of the traveling that I did was beyond just going on holiday, meeting new people, going to spiritual sites, learning new things about the earth, the sky, and Indigenous people was a real passion of mine. So I began Sacred Sites Tours 2000, the first one, and we've taken groups to Egypt, to Hawaii, to Mary Magdalene tours, and we have this beautiful tour of Bali coming up. So tonight we're going to showcase Bali and also introduce to you Almora. I'm a trance channel for a being called Almora that I've been working with since 1988, when I had an awakening in a tomb in Egypt and a past life connection to this incredible being, who is a group of non-physical beings that relate to the sun. And Almora means the giver of love, the giver of light, the giver of life. So Almora will take you on a journey later tonight. So during that time, I just ask for people to be present and quiet and still. For me, it's like going into a deep sleep, and it's quite a strain on my nervous system. So if you do need to get up, if you could just be mindful about sound, that would be greatly appreciated. So first of all, I'd like to show you a couple of the videos we've got, and some of the quotes. Well, all of the quotes you'll see are words from Almora, and some testimonials from people that have been on some of our journeys. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Nikki Tasker, and I've just returned from my third spiritual tour with Almora Tours, and we've just been to Uluru in Australia. I've previously been to Egypt and Hawaii, which have all been life-changing, as was Uluru. I would describe the tours as being more like a journey of the soul rather than a normal holiday. The tours are planned down to the finest detail. They are normally action-packed with a lot of thought and energy put into the locations, accommodations, food, experiences and activities, and of course meditations and transmissions with Almora. I can't wait to go back to Uluru again. It definitely is one of the most spiritual places in the world. The energy is so calm and peaceful. I know we experience things that other tour groups don't, so I'm very happy and grateful.
Hi, I'm Anne. For me, it gives me this big sense of finding myself. Like, I've been on many other tours, but if you really want to grow as a person, find that deep essence inside of you, I got in touch with barriers, obstacles that were really affecting my life. The tours are amazingly organised, so one minute you're in the desert in the sunlight with the sun coming down, and next you're in the morning with the sun coming up. They are so structured, which gives you a lot of insight into yourself to encourage you to have a look at the tours. The other thing with the tours, it's about you. It's personally about you. It's not about the tour or following what this or that. You get this deep sense of insight into your life. So Almora Tours is for anyone to go. If you want to improve your life, if you want to expand your life, if you want to have more love, abundance and more courage and let go of limitations, Almora Tours are for you.
Hello, my name's Scott and I've just finished my first trip with the Almora team, which was over to Uluru. Which I guess first off I would say was a fantastic journey. It really, for me, reminded me to getting away from the hustle and bustle and just the busyness of what I do in a day-to-day life, and reconnecting with myself is something that I need to take more care with, I guess, and it allowed me the space to realise that, which I can now bring back into my everyday life. The care that was taken for, allowing the spaces to reconnect with your spiritual side, to understand the things that are going on in your life, and to take away that sort of experience really has changed potentially the way I want to travel, rather than go to the likes of Vegas, but to reconnect with the land over in Uluru, to reconnect with my spirit, to just be present and be one with my surroundings was a beautiful experience, and it really did make me feel quite humble and very much at peace, and I came back from that trip with a new energy, a new excitement about the things that are going on in my life, And I wholeheartedly want to thank Dellaina and Ihaya and the Almora team.
So I have been on a few beautiful sacred tours with Almora and Delaina, and recently to Uluru with Dellaina and Almora, which is very, very special. I find these sacred tours we're so well looked after. Delaina does incredible preparation prior to even offering these out to the wider world. The accommodation, even the tour guides, the bus drivers, everything is in alignment with the intent of the pilgrimage, if you like. And I know when I go with Delaina, travelling with Delaina, that I am well looked after, I am super safe, and it's life-changing. It's very special. So I've been to Hawaii with Delaina and also to Mount Aoraki on a journey down there, and this recent one to Uluru. I've always wanted to go there. It's called to me for many, many years, and so when I saw this pop up, I went, oh, exciting! And I hadn't been able to travel for a few years, so this was even more exciting to actually be able to travel again. I'm very fond of travelling to sacred sites and doing special pilgrimages. I believe that really enhances my experience and the evolution for my soul here. When I first arrived at the garden resort, which was a beautiful, beautiful room, I had a room of Uluru itself. It was incredible, and I just connected into the sacredness of everything that was there, the seen and the unseen. And from that moment of landing there and looking out off that balcony was an extraordinary experience immediately. And I knew I was in for a real treat. Very amazing time, special time with an Aboriginal elder showing us through to another sacred space. And so these experiences are not one I believe I would have experienced on such a deep level had I not been on a sacred tour like I was. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hi, my name's Virginia, and I'm a spiritual practitioner, but I'm also mad on plants. So I'm also a plantaholic and have worked with plants most of my life as well. This is my second Almora tour. The first one I went was Egypt, and this one to Uluru and Katajuta and Kings Canyon, which was fantastic. Just really enjoyed it. It was my second time back to Uluru, to Ulara, which is by Uluru itself, and I was just overjoyed to get back there. It is so peaceful and I would say timeless in a way that I can't really describe, but it has a beautiful energy, and it is just wonderful to be back and certainly seeing the red earth again and seeing these beautiful rocks and just being in that energy. The plants also, I'm going to mention the plants as well, because the plants at that time of the year were very interesting because a lot of them were flowering, which you don't always see at other times of the year. So I can highly recommend it to anyone and everyone.
Thank you. So now I'm just going to bring in Almora to do a meditation and some healing. I just invite you just to take a moment. I want to close your eyes and take a deep breath, please. Just as I'm playing this music, just focus on your breathing. When you breathe, you're not just taking in oxygen, you're taking in the life force, you're taking in the prana, the chi. And in the moment of the pause, you are deciding how you're going to come out into the world. And the outward breath is you're engaging and you're giving to life. So as you breathe in, you're receiving life. As you sit in the pause, you're preparing to give to life. And you give to life with your thoughts, your words, and your actions. You're always giving and receiving, always communicating with the universe. Even if you think no one can hear you, your divine is always there. The universe is always with you. You're part of everything that is. So just notice your breath. Can you breathe in fully into your belly? Or is there any tightness across your throat or your chest? Notice if you feel peaceful in the pause, or if you're restless. And then notice your outward breath. So the purpose of this breathing technique we're going to do together, there's so many different ones, is we want to balance the inward and the outward breath without force, without pressure, without demand. Let the body naturally move. And we're just setting the intention to bring us into balance. But we don't try, we don't force, we don't demand, we don't pressure. We allow the breath to find its natural rhythm. If you want to see how you're receiving and giving life, just spend some time focusing on your breathing. It will show you if you're breathing shallow up at the throat or the chest, you're not allowing life to give to you. And if you're not able to fully breathe out, you're not able to engage and give to life. And it's okay. This is sometimes we give more, other times we receive more, but it's just an indication of self-awareness. We're just going to visualize that the ceiling is made of glass. And we can connect with the lunar energy of the moon in its new phase, the new energy of the moon. And we just send out our little prayer out to the moon to connect with the lunar light and take a moment of reflection. Just feel the silvery white rays of lunar light coming into this room. And we use it to purify any stress, any tension that we're holding consciously or unconsciously. Sometimes we've been holding it for so long we don't even realize it becomes part of who we are. We don't need to know how. The divine, the universe knows how. Visualize that any energy that is out of balance or harmony is breathed out as grey clouds of smoke. And take a moment just to put all your problems and challenges into that smoke like a cloud. I'm going to start to lift this cloud up through the ceiling, higher and higher up into the sky, past the planets and the stars. We're going to visualize a beautiful bright star flashing and pulsating in the sky. And just see that grey cloud moving into that star, exploding into light, transformed with love. Bring your attention back to this moment, keeping your eyes closed and feeling your heart pulsating in your chest. Take a moment of gratitude for this beautiful moment to come together, for healing, for peace, for connection. For all of the blessings that we have in our lives, the people that we love and who love us, our healthy bodies, fresh air. All the blessings that every day most of us take for granted. The animals that we love, the people that we love, just being able to be here, freedom of thought and words. So as this music plays, please keep your eyes closed and take a moment to reflect on all of the blessings in your life. Greetings and welcome to you, my dear beloved friends.
Greetings, Almora.
It is a pleasure to come and share this time with you on what a beautiful, auspicious date. I bring in energy of love, an energy of peace, and an energy of compassion for you to draw from. Tonight we are going to go on quite a journey, my beloved friends. And indeed, as you are aware, you are living in an unprecedented time of change. There is so much happening within your world and so much happening within your own lives. And of course, your soul knows and understands, but your consciousness is catching up with all of this. And it will continue to grow and to move. So my purpose here, those such as I, prepared for this time, as did you, and we are here to help humanity go through this time of change, this time of challenge, this monumental time of transformation, and indeed to hold you and to love you through all of what you experience in this world. Tonight, of course, we are talking about this creation. When we create these events, they are for a purpose, and each theme is very carefully considered, looking into what humanity needs, looking into the consciousness, and I will call tonight a pocket of light. Tonight we are bringing a pocket of light to the world and uplifting humanity through individual hearts, individual souls, individuals' creations. Today, as the new moon, the new beginning, you will have felt, hopefully, some reprieve today, a little upliftment from the light, from the sun, from the movement, and an opportunity to reflect on what is going on in your own personal lives. It is a time of revelation. Many of the things that have sat in the shadows, many of the things that have gone unspoken or unsaid are now revealing themselves. This is a time where no longer can anybody sit on the fence. You are all being asked to step into your power, your sovereignty, your hearts, and to recognize that the only frequency that is going to sustain and to bring you peace is by living from the heart. And of course, many of you know that, but it is not so easy all of the time, especially when you're noticing so much anger, so much frustration, so much sadness, so much disappointment, so much fear, so much conflict, so much division happening within your world. It is the journey of going inside out. As you go in, you are communing with the whole universe, which you are part of. Your physicality is part, if you like, stardust. You are from part of all of the planets, the stars, the great universe. Every part of that particle is part of you, my friends. And when you activate it, when you turn your attention to it, when you allow it to be seen, when you allow it to be heard, it will never leave you and it will always guide you. However, it is a frequency, and it is about getting on that frequency. A little like when you have different radio stations that you can commune with conflict and war, or you can listen to beautiful music. You can tune yourself to different frequencies. This doesn't mean that you're ignoring what's happening in the world or what's happening in your own lives. It doesn't mean that you are running away from conflict. It means you are transforming it through your love, through your attention, through your awareness. And this is part of what we are creating in this new journey, the lotus in the wave, because some of you that know and understand about the animals on your planet will know that every single one of them, like you, have a purpose, have a mission for being here. And each one of them have a frequency and a gift that they bring to support you, but not only you, for beloved Mother Gaia that they are a part of, and of course the space brothers and sisters that they are also from and part of. The dolphins and the whales particularly are starting more, you're starting to notice they are grouping up and they are moving into different places. They are being sent, if you like, or transmitting energy that is also bringing through crystalline grids of light. And some of you are experiencing this. Those of you that like to be in the ocean or around the ocean will start to feel a greater sense of peace, a greater sense of joy, a greater sense of light as you are around the ocean. There's always been a healing place, but there is great energy that is moving through in clearing and transforming energy across these grids of your planet. The lotus is something that has been symbolic in many cultures, especially in the East, for a very long time. In my last incarnation in Egypt, we very much used the blue lotus as a very sacred flower. You will see it in many of the pillars of the temples. And it is also a special smell and fragrance that was used to initiate and to awaken higher states of the mind and the consciousness of individuals. So through this, what is the point of all this? Well, it's so that you can bring solutions to the problems that you're facing. Brand new solutions, ones that have never been found or seen before on a global scale, but also in your own individual and private and personal lives, because new problems are being created and new solutions are also being found. You are becoming more and more quantum. You are becoming more and more telepathic. You are becoming more and more energetic, so that you don't have to ring a friend or see one to know how they're feeling or what's going on in their lives. You're starting to realize that you are all connected through this network, this vibration, this quantum field. And this quantum field is growing and expanding. And so the purity of the lotus brings about reflections of the heart frequency. Now, people think of the heart as being opened or closed. But my beloved friends, you have many, many petals in your heart, many chambers in your heart. The physical heart is a reflection of your spiritual vibration. The heartbeat is the vibration of your soul. It is a reminder that whether you exist or not in human form, you have a beating vibrational field of consciousness. So this can never be extinguished. It moves from one world to another. And with it comes new revelations and new journeys. The golden frequency of the sun, the giving of light, is an energy that you may call the divine masculine, as we call the silver the divine feminine, for the context of what I'm speaking about. But actually, everything is one. It is androgynous. It is neither, there's no polarity. But in this dimension, there is polarity. You have night and day. You have moon and the sun. You have the polarities. But in the golden ray, the divine masculine energy means that there is action. So it is time for action, my beloved friends. You have been going through deep reflections, changes, and now it's time to take action. So this coming months, and as the year unfolds, you'll notice You will be asked to make quick decisions about many things, and you will need to be prepared for those decisions. Those decisions need to come from the heart, because if they come from the heart, then you will know that the outcome is going to take you on a journey that is going to be more expanded, more abundant, more creative, more joyful, more successful, if you will, than if you make a decision out of fear, out of the mind. Most human beings have been used to make decisions out of pressure or fear or anxiety or out of a sense of lack, not having enough. And so therefore, you limit yourselves in what you can do, because you use your mind to be the one to decide rather than your heart. You know, someone said to me once, I can't listen to my heart because it will get me into trouble. And yes, your heart will get you into trouble, my beloved friends, in the human sense, sometimes, not always. But again, remember that your soul is never meant to stagnate. It's not meant to be stuck. It is meant to keep growing, expanding, and moving. And when you try and hold the energy, when you try and hold yourself in a stuck position, then you will feel it very strongly. You will feel that resistance, and everything in your life will start to slow down, and you will notice there are more challenges. So, living from the heart, what does it mean? Well, first of all, my friends, you have to get to know your heart. How often do you listen to it? How often do you give to it? How often do you override the advice that it gives you or the guidance that it offers you and talk yourself out of it in your mind? And how often have you found that maybe you look back and think, well, that was an opportunity that I could have experienced had I listened to the heart? There is always a way. If you feel it in your heart, if you know it in your heart, the physical manifestation will always, always be found. So the dolphins, they are coming to journey with you. The lotus is coming to open and expand your heart. The vortex of Balinese energies, of course, is becoming stronger. More and more people are being called there, some not really knowing why, and then just enjoying the beauty of the place. But it is a very, very ancient and sacred land. And the ancestors and the guardians and the spirit beings of that land are also now starting to take their energy to another level and are ready to share some of their secrets. You will notice in the future that many people will start looking to the indigenous for answers, for guidance, and recognize that they have known since the beginning many of the things and many of the answers. They understand the earth, they understand the environment, they understand the star brothers and sisters, they understand the human body, they understand the crystalline grids, they understand alignment with the sun and the moon and the cycles, and they know how to live into this place of harmony. And this is what you're all coming back to, finding the harmony within your heart, finding your communities, your soul families, noticing people that are not in alignment with the frequency of heart will quickly move out of your lives. There will be a situation created that will move them away. And it's not that they're not desirable. We love and we bless everyone. Yet you must stand by what is in alignment. And you will find that others will gradually have nowhere else to go but to start to turn inwards as well and look at, no matter what is happening in my life, there is a reason. I have created this, or it is a karmic journey that I am in the process of resolving or healing, or I am in service, and so therefore I have agreed to take on some karma for some of these other beings that are expanding and growing, like the Christ did, like many of the archangels did, hold back their own consciousness in order to help and support humanity. That time, dear beloveds, of living from the heart is here. And so this is what this journey is about. This is about honoring your life. This is about reflections. How many times you go on holiday and think you're just going to lie on the beach and read a book, and then you get on holiday and you either get sick or you find yourself anxious or agitated or worried because all of the problems have caught up with you, because you think that if I lie on a beach, everything will be better. And actually, then you take yourself wherever you go. So if you're unhappy wherever you were before, you'll be just as unhappy wherever you go, unless you're going there to work on yourself or reflect on yourself, or to spend some time just going inward. So this is part of what we create. We create the balance, an opportunity for healing and growth and reflection, some processes to help you become conscious and aware of what is moving out of your life, what is moving into your life, time to relax and to have some joy and some fun, to nourish your beautiful vehicles, your beautiful bodies with good plant-based food, and to help you be more conscious about what you're putting in your body, what you're putting in your mind, what you're putting in your soul, and to be much more aware of how precious, how powerful, how beautiful you are. And this great journey that you partake is very sacred. There is only one you, one physical you. And so this life is very precious. And so we would like to invite you to make the most of this beautiful journey that you have, to allow every opportunity to come to you, to open to receive, to not hold back, to not fear life, to not get into a sense of lack or a sense of loss or a sense of division, but to truly be open to life. Because if you say yes to life, life will say yes to you. And you will start to notice more and more miracles coming. And others will look at you and will not be able to understand how amazing your life is and why it is different. There is no such thing as good luck or bad luck, my beloved friends. You create your luck. And I don't like to call it luck. I call it blessings. There are blessings for all of you. Yes, some of you have slightly difficult times with karmic journeys, but the blessings and the opportunities and the gifts and the miracles are always waiting for you. Tonight, I bring a miracle for all of you to be open to receive, and with your permission, we will go on a little journey to uncover what that will be, and for you to have a moment of reflection, to notice with love, without criticism, without judgment, your own limitations, your own leaks of energy, where you say no, where you hold things up, where you get in your own way. We do this lovingly and give you an opportunity to say to yourself, is this working? Is there another way? Am I willing to be open to what that may be? Because no matter what you think, you know, or don't know, there is always, always more. And if you don't know the answer, then someone does. Your divine knows. Your divine's voice is very gentle, is very peaceful. It's not loud like the mind. It's not demanding like the mind. It isn't overpowering like the ego. It is gentle. It is peaceful. And if you are not able to allow yourself to be gentle and peaceful, then you will not be able to access this. So over this next few months, my beloved friends, I invite you to spend time in nature, in reflection, to just listen, Listen to the battle that goes on inside, the battle of the ego and the mind and the gentleness of the heart. And hold yourself in gentleness. Hold others in compassion. And understand that you're never always going to see things in the same way. And that is all right. The new energy is not about right and wrong. It's not about blame. It's about solutions. It's about the we. It's about the community. Doesn't mean you lose your individuality. It means you still have your own voice, your own mind, but you are part. You are a spoke of a wheel. You're not the whole wheel. And all of you together in the world create the wheel. There is diversity and there is beauty in that. All right, my friends, I think I've said enough. Let us go on a little journey. I'm bringing a vortex of energy into the room for you to draw from, coming down from the ceiling. A swirling, white, spiraling wind of light. As you breathe out, let go of your body. Let go of your mind. Let go of your gender. Let go of your name. Let go of all the identity you have of who you believe you are. Give your body permission to rest and relax and to receive the healing energies from the universe that it needs. Any of you in pain, any of you have any discomfort, in this moment ask for some healing. Ask for this great vortex of light to cleanse you and to heal you. And as your body rests, we ask the light body, the soul, to step out of this physical body as it rests. You may see this as an outline of your physical self or a vortex of energy starting to gather momentum. And as this light begins to swirl in the room, feel your light body vibrating and moving into this great, radiant, swirling light. Not bound by thought, not bound by time. Free to go and free to move. Notice any resistance within your body or in your mind. Just witness it, notice it. And as the swirling light begins to form into a beautiful golden orb, and this beautiful golden orb begins to lift gently like a balloon, light, up into the sky above the building. And it begins to move very gently, higher and higher. and we glide past the great universe, the Milky Way, the stars and the planets. And as we are moving, beloved friends, I would like you to consider a miracle that you would like to create for your life. Now, this miracle is for you. And notice if you struggle with that, you're wanting to give it to someone else, that is a beautiful thing. Tonight, this is for you, my friends. Maybe it's health. Maybe it's wealth. Maybe it's relationship. Maybe it's work. Maybe it's home. Maybe it's travel. Maybe it's a stronger connection with your divine, your wonderful masters, guides, and teachers. Maybe you're looking for more of a tangible connection with Gaia, the animals, the plants. And if you don't know, surrender your will to the will of your divine and ask your divine to bring a miracle into your life. So just loosely hold this, not tightly, not like a closed fist, but just like an open hand. One hand open, so the universe can put their hand in yours. As we move as this great golden orb of light, we begin to gather momentum. This great radiant light gets bigger and bigger and bigger, drawing more and more light, more energy, more love, more passion, more creation, more inspiration, more joy. And I want to take you to my land. I still call it my land. As my life of enlightenment, I have a fond memory of my life as Nebhet Art, Lord of the Great House, the Temple of Amun. I'd like to take you to the great temples of Egypt. I would like to take you to the Nile. And I'd invite you to see this beautiful temple with pillars. Engraved are beautiful lotus. And these pillars are gold. What you see now is not what was, as beautiful as it still is. I want you, dear beloveds, to get a sense of the power of this place and the incredible things that took place on this land. This is when the gods walk the earth. This is when the space brothers and sisters work together. Collaboration, incredible science, incredible medicine, incredible healing, incredible architecture, incredible masonry, incredible wisdom. It's still here. See yourself. You may see yourself as you are in a physical form now, or you may see yourself in a past incarnation. Some of you have had incarnations in this ancient land. See yourself standing at the river, In those times, the river was so clear and beautiful, and only certain people could come to this part of the river in front of the temple. We have been given permission to come here. I am your guide. If you look to the right, you may see me or one of my priests bringing to you a beautiful golden lotus. This golden lotus is huge, and it's not something that you'd see as a flower, for it is made of light and prism and crystal. But it's not heavy like a stone. I invite you to look into it. Look into all of these prisms of light within the golden lotus. You may see lifetimes you've had, great civilizations that have come and gone. Beautiful beings coming to exchange their love, their wisdom, and their technology. They've left a print here. Notice how you're feeling now. Notice your mind, your thoughts. Notice your energy. As you look, beloved ones, into the golden lotus, notice what you see, notice what you feel. Feel yourself being transformed through the misty times. Back, back, and back. The time where you made a contract with your soul, with your divine. I will incarnate in this year, and I will be here to serve, to grow, to expand, to gift what I know and also to receive. I trust in my divine to give me all that I need as I go along this journey. And not only what I need, but so many blessings, so many gifts. And as I know that I am the divine, that what lives inside of me is what's created worlds and planets and stars and universes, then I know that I'm tapping in to the power of the universe. So I know when I'm in alignment with who I am, there is nothing I cannot do, be, have. So with all of this power, what am I going to do with this beautiful and fabulous life? What is my priority? And any of the hurts and the pains that I've experienced in my life, what am I willing to do with them now? What do I focus on? Mostly. And now hold that miracle in your heart and feel this beautiful golden lotus merging into your human heart, into your spiritual heart, into your light body. And feel these codes, these prisms of light just shooting through your meridian lines, into your chakras, through your bones, through your muscles, through your blood. And all of these beautiful crystal lights waking up the blood, all of the little enzymes, all the neurons, all the atoms, and all of the ones that have been a little stagnant or maybe a little diseased are transformed into light with joy. And now you see and feel yourself again being transformed. And this time we are on the island of Bali and we are at the water temple. We are standing in the water and washing away and cleansing away the pain and the hurt that we've experienced in our life, in our lifetimes, and the suffering of all humanity through our own experience. And as we do this, beloved ones, cleansing and clearing the pain and the suffering that is within the world now, purifying and healing water, the healing waters, to travel to all the four corners of the earth, restoring peace. My brothers, my sisters, you may not look like me, you may not think like me, yet we are one heart, one universe. And as you feel these cleansing waters, we acknowledge the spirit of the land, the ancient ones, the wisdom keepers. We give our gratitude. It's important to never feel it is your right to be anywhere. It is respectful to ask permission, even when you walk in the woods or talk to the trees. When you walk on the beach to talk to the ocean. I'd now like to guide you up into the great Mount Kailash of the Himalayas, into a beautiful Tibetan temple. You may see the prayer flags in the wind, the colors, the mountains and the snow. Feel yourself here in this place, this powerful vortex of energy. Knowing the witness, you're divine. What can I simplify in my life? We come inside and we sit on a cushion. We take a moment of prayer. Again, feeling the miracle in your heart. Is that miracle something that you still feel that you wish to receive and experience? And if so, hold it in your heart with love. take a moment of gratitude. Talk. Commune with your soul, with your divine, with your heart. And become aware of the golden orb again appearing. We move back into this beautiful golden orb. And we travel across the great mountain range, moving across at great speed, but gently moving as well. And now we start to come down over the great oceans. And below you, you will see pods of dolphins and whales moving through the ocean. Take a moment to connect with them. There's something they wish you to know. Trust what you see, trust what you feel. Take 3 deep conscious breaths. You start to move again back towards this time, this space, this reality. Feel the golden orb moving through your crown chakra, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plex, your belly, base, your legs, your feet. Feel yourself immersed in this golden light. Again, expanding again, another level. Breathe deeply down into your toes. Take your time before you open your eyes and bring yourselves back. Very beautiful. You are also very beautiful. Tonight, when you go to your bed, ask to continue your journey of miracles. And in the night and in the dream state, you will find that this will continue. It has been a great pleasure to share this time with you. May you continue to create great miracles. Live from the beautiful heart and experience the beauty, the opportunities, the gifts that this beautiful journey, this beautiful life that you partake My love and blessings to every one of you, my friends.
And to you, Almora.
Hinekhala khuye shakhana Yahule shahia khona Hina maye tukhule sha Neya khale ya